going to conduct my show accordingly. Okay? So there's a few things I need to get y'all caught up on this page. So all I ask is that y'all tap the screen while Miss Hillary Sanchez gives you some tea. We need to tap the screen for me and I'll do the talking. Y'all tap and I'll do the talking. So I see the taps going. I can start my show. Thank y'all so much for the taps. I appreciate it. Thank you for the gifts also. Now, some of you may or may not know that I had Joe Diddy. Joe Diddy has been served. Joe Diddy has to come to the great state of Connecticut in a matter of a week. He has to come to the great state of Connecticut in a week. Joe Diddy does. And Joe Diddy knows it. And Joe Diddy has to face Ms. Hillary Sanchez in a courtroom in a week. We finally got Joe Diddy served. Joe Diddy was playing hard to get. We couldn't find Joe Diddy. Joe Diddy was good at camouflaging, them pants he wears and, kind of like blending in with those chameleons. They couldn't tell the difference between a human versus things that are out there in that country part of where he at. So they were having a hard time identifying Joe Diddy. And so we conjured up a plan so that we could get Joe Diddy served. We needed to get Joe Diddy served. And so I made the recommendations. I said, well, Joe Diddy is infamous for getting on here and cooking his Sunday dinners. He got to cook his Sunday dinners. And if I'm not mistaken, he made some type of nonsense with some type of taco chili, something he called himself making, some taco chili with grilled cheese or something that he made this Sunday when he got served his paperwork. Now I found it very interesting because Joe Diddy literally was mad. Joe Diddy was mad, punching the air, and he is recorded. Joe Diddy is recorded saying that how could I sue him when I'm on live every day talking about him and bashing him. This is what Joe Diddy has said. And literally, I don't know if Joe Diddy understands the law. Joe Diddy, for some apparent reason, literally doesn't understand how serious this action is. So if y'all want the tea, I need you to tap the screen. If you want this exclusive tea that nobody can give you beside Joe Diddy, Charleston Chew, and me. I'm the only one, along with Charleston Chew, who can give y'all this tea that nobody has heard of. Hello, Black Buffy. No one can heard of. Hello, Miss Mia, are you here? So this is what I want. This is what I want y'all to understand. As you're tapping the screen, I'm going to tell you. So, like I said, thank you for the heart me. Okay, there my queen go. My sister who always got my back. A true sister's keeper. Mia. Now, let me say this. You guys don't know this, but Joe Diddy does. And Charleston Chew does. When Joe Diddy has to come down here for next week, what only Charleston Chew and Joe Diddy knows why they have to come to Connecticut. If you want the tea, I need y'all to tap. I need these taps going faster than what they going, because this is exclusive. You can't get this anywhere else. This is exclusive tea that I'm giving you. And it's funny to me that Joe Diddy has not come on here and spoke about it when Charleston Chew was just on somebody's live the other day with me in the backdrop, talking and listening to what they had to say, trying to drive up their views, because they're nobodies on this app. They wish they could get on here and do what Miss Hillary Sanchez does. It's called entertainment. It's called being able to speak to an audience and can control a show. This is the Miss Hillary Sanchez show. They're mad about it. They're punching the air because they can't control Hurricane Hillary. Okay? Do not get in here telling me what to do. I will do what I'm ready to do when I'm ready to do it. Okay? You will find yourself on the first bus ticket out of here. Don't come in here trying to demand me and tell me what to do on my show, on my platform. Okay? Now back to Joe Diddy and Charleston Chew. Y'all tap. I will do what I need to do. So Joe Diddy was served. Joe Diddy came to the door and he was served with legal papers. Joe Diddy has to appear next week. Okay? Now let me tell y'all something that Joe Diddy and me know. Do y'all remember a few months back around the BET Awards when Joe Diddy had got on here and got on Facebook and said to his supporters, attack me, get Hillary, get her, attack her, and put that all over his big iconic platform? Do y'all remember that? You do? I see some people saying yeah. And so Joe Diddy had issued out these hits. He did this. It's all recorded. Okay? What Joe Diddy didn't realize was that Joe Diddy was breaking the law. And he was issuing out hits against Ms. Hillary Sanchez that people took him up on his offer. They took him up on his demands and his threats against me and his orders. They took him up on his orders. Now, what Joe Diddy needs to understand is there is a consequence for every choice that you make and what you say on this internet. Now, Joe Diddy, when Joe Diddy shows up for what Joe Diddy and me only knows what Joe Diddy will be here for in a week. He will be in the great state of Connecticut. Joe Diddy will be in the great state of Connecticut next week. Y'all tap the screen. Tap the screen, everybody. And so when Joe Diddy comes to appear in the great state of Connecticut, that only Joe Diddy and Charleston Chew and me know, Joe Diddy is going to be subject to arrest. I'm going to say this one more time. When Joe Diddy gets to the great state of Connecticut for a unrelated matter that doesn't have anything to do with why I served Joe Diddy, Joe Diddy is subject to arrest under the jurisdiction of Connecticut. Now, I literally was punching the air. Miss Hillary Sanchez was punching the air because I was trying to get Joe Diddy served. Joe Diddy was hard to serve. I have been trying to get Joe Diddy served well before Joe Diddy went on his honeymoon with Charles. I was been trying to get Joe Diddy served before he went on that excursion that they went on that cruise ship. Well before that, I had been trying to get Joe Diddy served. Thank you very much for the gifts. Now that I was successful and Joe Diddy is now officially on notice, I'm looking forward to finally getting to see his face, and he can get to see Miss Hillary's face in the great state of Connecticut in court. And he can see me, and I'll look over and I'll see him. I may say, what's up, Charleston Chew? Or I might say, what's up, Crunch? He understands his names. I may say Crunch. I may say, Mr. Cosby. But whatever names I call Joe Diddy, Joe Diddy understands the assignment, and he literally knows that what he did was criminal. Now, Joe Diddy also violated civil laws when he got it on here talking and lying about things that he didn't have no business talking about, listening to a bunch of strangers. Y'all tap the screen, please. I don't see those likes going. Tap, tap, tap. And what he don't realize is that all the lives, including Miss Hillary Sanchez lives, are being recorded, screen recorded. I download and screen all my lives. So I'm not worried about it. Now, here is the question. My nose is itching. Hold on. Here is the question. Here's the question. Let me tell you something, Poppy. Just one second and I'm going to get back to my show. Don't bring your ass in here telling me to play no music, okay? And of course you are a troll. I know you were a troll before you said it. You wanted a little bit of attention. Now you got it. Now you gone. You're blocked. You ain't coming back up in here. Come back up on another page. Now, back to what I was saying. Joe Diddy has to come and face the music. Why hasn't he come and told his people that? He had this kumbaya moment talking about whatever's meant for him will always be for him. You are right, Joe Diddy. You are 1,000,000% right, Joe Diddy. What is meant for you will always be for you, including this lawsuit, including these criminal charges, and including this other case. You are right. What's meant for you will always be for you. You're right. And you got that right. See, you get up on here and you didn't realize that you had Hurricane Hillary fighting and advocating for African American women and their children. See, you didn't know what category Hurricane Hillary was going to step down. You didn't know when Miss Hurricane Hillary touched down, you didn't realize the damage that Miss Hillary Sanchez would do. And let's give credit where it's due. Miss Hillary Sanchez kept on communicating and staying on Joe Diddy's back. And now other creators have spoken about it and picked up on what he was doing, and everybody was now again addressing Joe Diddy. But here is the gag. Here is the gag, TikTok. What I set out to do on this app, I have accomplished it. Miss Hillary Sanchez understood the assignment and she accomplished the assignment. You don't hear that man getting on here cussing out women and degrading them and talking about their children anymore. Do you? Do you hear this man doing this anymore? The answer is no. And it's really, really clear that Miss Hillary Sanchez understood the assignment, did what she needed to do, and there are people on this app who are mad. They're mad and they jealous, and I can't help it. I cannot help that Miss Hillary Sanchez is who I am. I am who I am. And when I put my mind to something, I get it accomplished. And that's what I did. I humbled Joe Diddy. I humbled Joe Diddy. I knocked him back down to reality. We compelled Joe Diddy to get on this app and admit that he used to be on the very same state and federal programs that he made fun of African American women for being on. This is what Joe Diddy did on his own. So the question is this. So the question becomes, Joe Diddy now wants to act like, y'all tap the screen, thank you. Joe Diddy wants to act now like he's waving the white flag. He's waving the white flag. No, sir, ma'am. Joe Diddy, your time is up. Your days of seeing 32K and you bragging about all this stuff that you was doing is up. And you realize it. You realize it. And I don't care if you sold 1 million bottles of whatever you think you selling. One thing about it is I won't be buying it. I won't be buying nothing that has your name behind it when I watch and see what you do in the kitchen. So I can't discern between you going in there pouring stuff in a jar yourself or somebody else. That's enough for me to stand away. But I wish whatever is meant for you to sell until you blue in the face. But what I want you to do is keep on keeping the receipts. keep on keeping the receipts, okay? I want you to keep on keeping the receipts. And here is another thing. Speaking about you and the foolery that you do, the two of you, Charleston Chew and you are the one who got on this app feeling yourself drinking Bud Lights like two homeboys sitting on a plantation in a hot blow up pool, bubbling up funk and dirt, and y'all sitting up there playing music and you think you the Miss Karaoke Queen. And then that alcohol starts, you start feeling that alcohol, and it start getting in it, you know, feeling you, and you feeling it inside of you, and then you standing up showing off that Versace suit that you had on, something you done had made. We know where you had your stuff made. And then you decide to slide down in that water next to Charleston Chew, your husband. And then for some reason, as I'm watching the video, your hands go under the water, Joe Diddy. Just like a Joe Diddy move. And all I could hear over that music was, "Get off me. Get off me." Why would your husband tell you to get off of you? Get off me. That is insane to me. That's insane. That your husband would turn to you while you over there trying to be affectionate and you feeling yourself, and he turns to you and says, "Get off me." That was a straight Joe Diddy move. You wanted one of them Joe Diddy freak-offs, and Charles wasn't having it. You wanted to have one of them Joe freak-off parties, Joe Diddy, but Charles wasn't feeling it. He didn't want one of them Joe Diddy parties. He wasn't feeling it. You can't make this man want to have these Joe Diddy parties. See, I think you miscalculated how much Charles was drinking. He wasn't there yet. And see, you tried it, Joe Diddy, and you found out. And everybody else seen it with their own two eyes. I would have taken a couple weeks off of social media if I had my husband get on live and turn around when I try to touch him, and you say, "Get off me." He said, "Get off me." That would be a hard pill to swallow. And we know this is the type of things that go on. We understand that. And Miss Hillary Sanchez understands the assignment. And I don't know why you don't realize when you made the biggest mistake of your career. I'm going to tell you something, Joe Diddy. Whatever your religion is, I need y'all to tap the screen. I need you to tap the screen for me. Whatever your religion is, everybody knows that you don't ever play with a child. You don't ever play with a child of God. That's who I believe in. But whatever y'all believe in, that's your belief. You don't ever play with a child of God. And when you got on this app and you said this very thing, you wish that African American women would go to bed with their kids and wake up dead. You wished death upon children. When you said that you wanted African American women to have stillborns, You wish death upon children. You were bragging on here that you got 30K, 20K, and all of that. But now that you have received your humble piece of pie, that is what you did, Joe Diddy. Now, how did that work out for you? How did that work out for you? You, Joe Diddy, didn't understand you didn't need to do that to get your point across. But you were so bothered. You were so bothered, you just let anything come out your mouth. It's called being unhinged. You were being unhinged on this app because it was literally getting under your skin. No point intended. It literally was. And I really don't understand why you had to take it to where you had to take it when it came to the children. To say that about wishing death upon a child. Now you have suffered the consequences. Now, on top of that, Miss Hillary Sanchez called yesterday and she called today. I call Monday through Friday. I call the department, Charles's former employer. I call the fraud department at the state of Alabama, worker compensation. I continuously send them the videos of you literally admitting that you were paying for doctor's notes for Charles to take to his employer in 2024. You have admitted to literally felonies in 2024. You hearing it from me. You're hearing it from Miss Hillary Sanchez on October 1st at 9:42 Eastern Standard Time. You are a dang scammer. You are a scammer. You are a self-admitted scammer on this app. You and Charleston Chew admitted to scamming his employer, and that's why Charles got his ass fired. That's why he lost that job after 5 years. 5 years on the job, standing in one place, making all this money, just being paid to stay out of everybody else's way and just light up on one piece of metal. That's all he had to do. They already told him, don't swallow the metal, don't try to eat the metal. Just stand right there, Charles, and just light that one piece of metal up all shift. That was great money. I could assume that's probably a really high paying job. And you heard this in the movies. How do you get fired on your damn day off? How could you be out on medical leave or whatever you was on and get your behind fired after 5 years at a job like that? And then you wonder why you on here mad and depressed, and you getting summons by people, and you going over on lives that's trying to bash me, and you trying to pull in a viewing audience for them because they don't got the smoke, they don't have the entertainment quality or value as the Miss Hillary Sanchez show does. And they need props. See, you were used as a prop the other day. You were a prop because they can't get anybody in their room to listen to them. So you were brought in as a prop to see you in a box so people could come in there. But let me give you a word of wisdom about what I feel. Miss Hillary Sanchez doesn't give a damn what you say about me. You can talk about my hair, my wigs, my front lace, I don't care because I love myself, Joe. That's the difference between me and you. See, when you love yourself, nobody can bring you down. It's called self-love. In order to love anybody, you got to love yourself first. You got to love yourself more than you love anybody else. That's what you have to be able to do. And when you love yourself, that security comes into play. And the reason why we know you don't love yourself, Joe Diddy, is because you're very insecure. You're very insecure. You always got to be the center of attention. If the center of attention is not around you, you have a problem. You have a serious problem if the center of attention is not on you, Joe Diddy. And let me tell you something. That's one thing, Joe Diddy, you don't ever have to worry about in your life. As long as you look the way you look and wake up and you come out in the world, you don't ever have to worry about nobody ever forgetting about you. Okay? Let me be crystal clear to you. You don't have to worry about nobody ever not looking for you or inquiring about you. Okay? Can we say, just like with Miss Hillary Sanchez, they can say, oh, you know, her hair, her this, her that, she didn't gain weight. Those are things that people can see. But see, I can lose this weight. See, I'm in a gym and I'm going to work out to lose this weight. That's an easy fix. That's not something I have to go and see a plastic surgeon for, Joe Diddy. A hazmat, go into nuclear places, and NASA and the scientists and Dr. Fauci to try to take cultures to figure out what's going on. See, weight loss is easy. That's easy. I just got to cut back on these ham hocks, all this damn cornbread and sweet potato pies and pound cakes and everything else I be cooking. But you, on the other hand, Jeepers creepers, where'd you get those beepers? Jeepers creepers, where'd you get those eyes? Chas! Chas! Your bumps are ready, they only burst for you. Cha! Cha! These bumps are ready, and I got your dessert too. This is for my haters that's coming for me. Back off, Miss Netta, you don't want this disease. I'm tired of these haters picking on me. Cha, your lunch is ready. So, I can tell y'all, see, what is meant for you will always be for you. And see, Miss Hillary Sanchez had to learn that. See, the mistakes that Joe Diddy is doing, I was doing back in 2022. I'm telling y'all this. I was on this app crashing out in 2022 for no reason, because I was insecure and I didn't love myself. He has to learn that lesson himself. And you know, Joe Diddy loves his freak offs and parties and whatever he doing. But what he got to understand is he's got to find a willing participant. And Charleston Chew is not interested. So let me answer a question. I see somebody answered a question, so y'all hold on. Tap the screen, y'all, while I read this question from Miss Blue. Miss Blue all the way in here from YouTube. Miss Blue says, what is with the lawsuit, Miss Hillary? I want to cover that. Love your channel. Well, Miss Blue, as you being the only person who on YouTube that I gave an exclusive one-on-one interview with, I will grace your platform again, and I will give you the insights and the factual complaint that will base this lawsuit so that you can understand and you can cover it and you can follow it all the way through its completion. I will be more than happy to do that. So inbox me and we will figure it out. Okay? Now, let me say this. See, being on social media, let me say this while I got Miss Blue in here. And Miss Blue, you tell me in the comments if I'm right or wrong. So at one point in time, TikTok, Miss Blue was she covered me because it was fascinating about me and my husband and everything that was going on back then. I was a mean girl. I was an angry person. I was unhinged. I was nasty, mean. I was going off. I'm telling y'all, this is what happened. And we'll go more in detail to it. But what I want to tell you, what I'm bringing this up for is this. Miss Blue had reported something. She covered something that went all the way to the Supreme Court regarding me and my husband. And she had a little fact wrong, but when I messaged her, she corrected the fact. She corrected that there was never a divorce. She corrected that there never was a divorce filed. Miss Blue did that. Am I not correct, Miss Blue? You in the comments. She did. Buffy remembers that. Miss Blue corrected the record and she said that there was never a divorce filed. And it's so interesting. And she admitted that she had it wrong. But here is the key essential thing. She immediately took accountability and she corrected it with her viewing audience. Okay? She didn't let people fester on it. Thank you so much for the comments. Miss Hillary always been that girl. Thank you, sweetie. And this is what's called journalism. This is what you call a true, real channel. A journalist who was reporting things, discovered that there was something not true, and she corrected it immediately. That is something that people should take lessons from Miss Blue out of Chicago. Miss Blue out of Chicago. And I would implore you guys, people who want to be real journalists, to tune in to her channel and listen how she reports things, and she's so impartial. She says, you are the source. Even I got it from an article. You told me the facts. Yes, because I had nothing to hide, Miss Blue. That's what I'm saying. There's nothing that anybody can shame me about, because I've already addressed it. And people just missed it, and they think they got all this tea on Miss Hillary Sanchez, and it's not. They're drinking stale coffee. Even Black Buffy knows it. And people know it. And so it's amazing to me that that Blue came in here and she wants to cover this, and I'm going to give her the 411 and she can follow it on every level. I want her to report everything. Motions I win, motions I lose. I want her to report the facts, because one thing I can tell you about Miss Blue and her YouTube channel, she is a journalist who is impartial, and she reports the facts. She will report facts. She don't need to make nothing up. She just reports facts. And that is why she is the only person on that YouTube app that I gave an exclusive, non-rehearsed, non-scripted. I was in her live watching her actually one day, and she was talking about something, and I commented in her live box. She was live on YouTube, and she asked me would I come up, and she invited me, and I went up and had a conversation with her. And so I literally understand true people and their intentions. And that's the thing. What is a person's intentions? What are their intentions? I never met Miss Blue. Tap the screen, everybody. Tap the screen. But what I knew about her from my own research was she reported facts, and she was not biased in what she was doing. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. And so I will look forward to that, and I will let y'all know when I do this with Miss Blue, and then y'all be able to tune in, and she gonna follow this case. She gonna report everything the judge does, what their lawyers are doing, what I'm doing and saying. She's going to cover it exclusively. And the difference between what they gonna be doing is she gets to have me on her show, and I'm going to be giving her face-to-face, with my Gucci's. She understands how elegant Miss Hillary Sanchez is. See, Blue understands the assignment when it comes to Miss Hillary Sanchez. There's two sides to me that y'all don't know. And you'll get to know that other side as we break things down. But I want to tell y'all this. I appreciate everybody in this room, even if you don't like me. Even if you don't like me. And I'll tell you why. You're here. You're watching. You're entertained. I can communicate. I can entertain my audience. You're here on the Miss Hillary Sanchez show. We're having a conversation. We're having a dialogue. And there is much more to come. Now, let me get back to Joe Diddy, because I kind of got sidetracked. But let me get back to Joe Diddy and what's going on next week. Joe Diddy has been served. It's been signed, sealed, and delivered. Joe Diddy has to come to the great state of Connecticut within a week. I'm not going to give the exact date because I don't want anybody to say I'm doxing him and to watch him for the airport. I don't want that to happen. But what I'm going to tell you is he knows the date, and so do I. We know when he has to be here. And if he's not here, then he's going to have to suffer those consequences with the courts and the justice system and all of that other good stuff. But I'm very confident. I'm very confident. Thank you for the heart me that he will be here. He don't have a choice. And so he will be here. I will be at the court where he is at. And I'm looking forward to seeing why he didn't tell you guys what he got. Why didn't Joe Diddy report to y'all what he received from Miss Hillary Sanchez and from them sheriffs? Why did he tell y'all that? What he got from the sheriff? What he was served by the sheriff down there in Alabama? I'm wondering why. Or did he? Did I miss it? Did I miss something, y'all? Did he tell y'all? Did he tell y'all what the sheriff gave him? Huh? Did he tell y'all? Okay, so let me read this comment. It says, he said that he was advised to not say your name, but said it anyway. Now, I want to ask y'all a question. Are y'all telling me, I need to hear this clearly. BP, are you telling me that Joe Diddy said my name today? Or on a video? Are you telling me he said he was told that he shouldn't mention my name, but he did? Is that true? Yeah, he was live. He did. Seen it myself. Okay. I hope somebody got this screen recorded. I hope somebody got this screen recorded. And I want you to inbox me, because I'm going to give you my phone number, because we need to have a conversation. I need that video. If what you say is true, and I'm not saying you're not saying it's true, Ms. BP. If that man said my name on a live, I need that video. Okay? Now, tap the screen, y'all. Y'all ain't tapping. I need to see if y'all want some more tea. I need y'all to tap, because you getting a good tea tonight. Y'all got Miss Hillary Sanchez up. Yes, he did. He did. Okay. Well, for the ones who saying they seen it with their own eyes and heard it, I need you to inbox me after this live. Okay? I need you to inbox Miss Hillary Sanchez after this live. I tried to inbox you, Miss Hillary. Don't worry, sweetie. Message me after this live, and I'm gonna give you my number, and we will have a conversation. Don't worry, we'll talk. I got a number that you can call. Don't worry. Thank you very much. So let me get back to my story, y'all. So y'all, because they always saying she say she got the tea, but she don't never say nothing. But here's the interesting thing. Can y'all say something to me? Why is it that everybody is running around saying they want to sue me now that I didn't file my stuff? Why is that? And I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. And I'm completely fine with it, because I stand on the truth. And the difference between Joe Diddy and me is that I actually have resources and receipts of the things that happen. And so I'm looking forward to whatever he thinks that he's going to do on this app. But what just happened the other day was what we call retaliation. See, Joe Diddy couldn't get up on that live with that sassy man. Let me see if y'all can. Let's play a game tonight. Let's play a game. I'm finna give y'all a hint, and I want y'all to put in the comments, who am I talking about? Here's the first hint. A sassy man who is always on this app clout chasing, throwing his wrist up, feminine, and holding his hand this way and that way and doing the things that he do. Who are we talking about? It's not Joe Diddy. It's not Joe. Somebody got it. Somebody got it already. Diamond D. Somebody pin Diamond D's comment. Please pin, moderator, y'all please pin Miss Diamond D's comment, because she got the answer right. Saucy. Sassy. Running around here acting like a courtroom judge, and he running from this protection order and lawsuit I got against him. How are you trying to be a judge and you running from all your paperwork, Your Honor? Can somebody make that make sense for me? You know, and now, and from where I see, because I haven't blocked, but the people who sent me videos, y'all, the people who sent me videos said that this man is wearing wigs. I mean, he didn't pull a full Caitlyn Jenner, it seemed like to me, wearing these wigs and making it seem like he's some modern day judge. And is that his way? Is that his way of expressing himself? Is that his way of expressing himself? Now he got an excuse. Now he got an excuse to put on a wig because now he gonna act like he a judge. Well, I mean, that's his business. I mean, who am I to judge? I'm not anybody. I'm not judging him. I'm just happy that he's finally deciding to wear things that make him feel more comfortable when he's on this app. That makes him feel more of himself, whether he got his white wig on or the other wig on or whatever wigs he chooses to put on his head. Who knows? They might have a lace front next Monday. So, anyhow, it's like these people they can't help themselves, y'all. They can't help themselves. But let me say this. I'm going to pick up this show tomorrow. It's late. I gave y'all a lot of tea tonight. Tomorrow, y'all tune in at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Miss Hillary Sanchez show on the other page. And then at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over here. And if y'all missed the live and you just came in, please check me out on YouTube. The whole show will be downloaded on YouTube and every other platform. Now, Nut Bush, Tennessee was Tina Turner's song. And we know who we call Nestle Crunch. We know who Nestle Crunch is. And I wouldn't be a good host if I didn't play us out with our song. Y'all. Do y'all want me to sing for you tonight?